Hey guys, it's Jalen here for a top 4 Dungeon World deck profile. I got my dungeon enemies, and honestly, I came in a tournament just literally saying I feel like trolling today, so I'm gonna use Dungeon World, a non-completed dungeon enemy. The only thing I'm really missing, I have a complete sideboard. I'm not gonna show that because I really didn't side it at all. I didn't do any siding at all, and just no Bladewing Phoenixes. That's the only thing just not in this deck. And honestly, I did pretty well. I got top 4. Honestly, I didn't expect to. I just felt like trolling, and it worked for me. Got credit and packs and shit. So right now we got some help from Little Master Skeleton. He's not in the deck anymore, but he's just here because he's the master. But anyway, let's put him off to the side because he's not part of the profile. But anyway, we've got the flag and the buddy. Then one-eyed Demon Lord, keep 1 aid. Call cost, pay 1 gauge, and pretty much 5/2/5. A really great card, honestly. Lifelink 2 and Penetrate. Penetrate is always just great on anything. I have like literally 2 cards in my deck, but 8 copies of cards that have Penetrate, 2 crit, and Meteor Rain, which has 3 crit. So, really great. And of course, being boosted by Dominion Rod just makes this thing so beefy. 6/2/6 on the right or left, so if they link attack it, okay, discard, save it. It's so much fun to just troll people when they attack this on the left or right, because it's so much fun to make them waste cards. Because I can set up a drop zone with this by just dumping size 1 or lesses, and then just using Demon Lord's Dungeon, because he is a Demon Lord, so I can activate if I wanted to. So honestly, they're just wasting their time by attacking him. So many people did that all day, too. Fate Skeleton. Fate Skeleton is literally your best size 0. 3,000 power is nothing to laugh at on a size 0. And 3,000 defense is definitely not something to laugh at. Hangman has the same stats, but he has to cost you a gauge. But of course he's generic, so that's why he costs you a gauge. But anyway, this is not generic. This is dungeon. Dungeon enemy. Kicking your ass with fucking nice, powerful monsters with really good crit or something. I don't know. I'm a bit tired. Either way, he's just really great for the power more than Cobalt. I like Cobalt's crit, of course. Oh, here's Cobalt. Size 0 Cobalt. Doge. Anyway, he's got the 2 crit, but of course I really hate when I draw him more than I draw him, and I play 4 of him. Why? Why does that make sense? I draw him more than this. I power shuffle, I will shuffle regularly, and I still will draw him more than him. But I need him sometimes for link attacks or something, if I don't have a size 3. But either way, this card's still great just because poke, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. It's so fun. And then he just looks so adorable, so then it's just like, look at me. I'm poking you for 2 like I'm a size 1, but I'm weak. Anyway, that's the 7 size 0s. And then on to the 8 size 1s, we've got, of course, the simple Dox Cobalt, 5/2/1. Vanilla. Great card. Best target for a Demon Lord's Dungeon. And honestly, my most hated card in this deck, Evil Break. Evil Break is honestly needed because it's so much toolboxing to thin out my deck. It either can get me a weapon that I don't have and I might need, by paying 1 gauge for a stupid call cost. I don't know why they had to put 1 gauge on him. He's so garbage. He's 2/1/2. But he gets me any staff, which is pretty much all 6 of my weapons. And he's so weak, though. Even with the Dominion Rod boosting him, he still can't even touch a motherfucking... He can't touch so many things. And he's a size 1. He's honestly a waste of shit. But he's in his 1 crit. I really don't like his stats. That's all I have to say. I just really don't like his stats. But of course, it was to balance him out, because he's pretty great. He's pretty great in the deck to thin out your deck, get maybe charge and draw fodder, or just get you a weapon you need. Anyway, that's 8 size 1s and 7 size 0s. And we got the 8 size 2s. We got for the buddy. I've already explained why this card's good, so there's really no reason to talk about him more. He's just perfect. Nah, not perfect, but he's great. We got Mazu Baja. Mazu Baja is my favorite card in this deck. 6/2/5, and it's got amazing artwork, but honestly, I'd play Bladewing Phoenix, of course, over this. But anyway, This card is just great because of his 6,000 power, 5,000 defense, and then with Dominion Rod, putting him in the center, it gives him 6,000 defense. So it kind of baits out those link attacks, which is great. I mean, he's already got 2 crits, so if they kill him off, then I can use Dominion Rod because it has 2 crit as well. So he's good for baiting out attacks, and he's still got great stats while doing that. So I really like the card. And I don't like Thunder Spaltus in his deck just because I don't need more cards with lifelink. If you dare say I need to play Thunder Spaltus, I will dare say you go on any type of buddy fight simulator, play One-Eyed Demon Lord Keith Aid, Thunder Spaltus, and Meteor Rain the same deck, and tell me how many times you died from lifelink. And I bet you would've. Then we've got 4 of the best size 3 in his deck, of course. Meteor Rain. Meteor Rain ability, and discard 2 dungeon enemy, and destroy a monster in the field. It's counter, so it's perfect, because it has 2, so you put 2 cards in the soul, it has, you pay 2 gauge, 10,000, 3 crit, 4,000 defense, double soul guard, penetrate, lifelink 3. Of course, this card is just a beast, because penetrate, 10,000 power, there's just almost nothing to stop that. There's almost nothing in the game to stop that, and especially his ability to. There's so many things that just do nothing to this thing. So I really like the card. It was Trollsy all day. It was just, try and kill me. Nah, you can't. Then we got 40 Nullifier and 4 Pillar Fires, because these cards are pretty self-explanatory. Monster move will act like, kind of like your second Nullifier in a way. And then we've got, of course, this pseudo Green Dragon Shield that costs you a gauge. And then we've got the most lousy spell that's really needed in the deck. Dangerous Fuse. Dangerous Fuse gets you either 2 cards in hand if they guess it right, or 2 cards in your gauge if they guess it wrong. So pretty much, it's just pretty much lots of fun because your opponent has to play around what you might need. You show them a card that you might need. Then if they pick the wrong card, oh, it just goes to my gauge. I don't need it anymore. Probably going to need it for my plays in the first place. Like using a weapon and a size 3 at the same turn. Because you kind of need gauge for that. Either way, this card is just really great in the deck. Or get more cards in your hand so you can discard more for your abilities. Which is really great. So, definitely no complaints there. And only because there's only 7 available Demon Lords to even use in this deck, I play 3. And I will not play 4. If you dare tell me to play 4, I will scream. I will never play 4 of this, because you will not need it as often as freaking Return from the Underworld. First of all, it starts at the beginning of your turn. You cannot use this as willy-nilly or willy shit, whatever the fuck you want. Like Return from the Underworld. So, it's perfect. There's no cast cost, but you do have to pay the call cost, and the only thing that really has a call cost that's size 1 or less is Evil Break, but I've only done that once in tournament, and that was only to go for a game, and it actually helped. So I guess Evil Break's not bad to get off this, but that's literally, I think, the only time I've ever done that, because Evil Break's shit. But this card, pretty much if you don't know, set spell, only cast if you have a Demon Lord on the field, and then at the beginning of my turn, I get a size 1 or less dungeon enemy by paying its call cost. So pretty much this card just lets you keep spamming out any of the size 0s and Doc's Cobalt if you want to, so when they're in the drop zone. So pretty much just spam, 2 crit, 2 crit, 2 crit, 1 crit, and you can go for lots of derpy plays. So I really like the card in the deck, of course. Orc of Tubal. This is Dragonic Grimoire in Dungeon, so why not? Honestly, just why not? Then we've got 3 Alerta. Alerta is just meh. I saw this twice all tournament, and once it went into gauge, and then the other time it kind of helped me win. But at the same time, I could have used even Dominion Rod, and it would have done the same job. So it wasn't that needed, but it's still, of course, a great needed card. I bumped it up back to 3. I was actually putting it at 2 before tournament, but put it back to 3, and I bumped this up to 3. Spoilers. Anyway, this card is just kind of needed for the Meteor Rain combo, and even putting anything else in your center, or just if one aid's on my left or right. So sometimes if I can't use ability, I can just save him sometimes. It's just really great. And then sometimes just helping me get over walls. But I don't really usually have problems with walls. But just in case I don't have Meteor Rain or him or pretty much anything with high attack, which is pretty much most of the deck. But either way, its card is just really great in the deck. And then, of course, we've got 3 Demon Lord Fodder Weapon Staff Dominion Rod. 3,000 power, 2 crit, equip cost, pay 1 gauge. And it gives all your dungeon enemies +1. I mean, why not? I mean, +1 is really not bad, of course. Makes my Dox Cobalt turn into a 6,000 power size 1. Definitely a threat. Makes him a 6/2/6 on the left or right. Definitely not bad. And makes freaking Meteor Rain 11,000 power. What you got on me? No other monster, I think, has that much power. I mean, you can probably argue that other monster with 10,000 could use Drago Energy or something. I don't know. But still, just imagine that. Base 11,000 power. What you got on me? Oh, man. But anyway, this card is just really great in the deck, of course, because it's Demon Lord attribute, so you can really use this well with Demon Lord's Dungeon. So anyway, that is the deck for you guys. And just then, before you go, I'm going to tell you about all my matchups. Round 1, I go against Devlin of Team Burning Infinity, using his dual dragons. Honestly, dude, if I know you're probably watching this, I will punch you in the face if you dare treat our match like it's nothing more than me top decking. We both play with skill, me better on the most part, because all you did all the games, you just kept complaining, saying everyone's gonna beat you because they're all drawing broken. No, because you're not playing right, because you keep being negative. You're gonna think negative, you're gonna play garbage, and then you're gonna lose. You have to think like a real player. If you're gonna complain about everything, you might as well not play a game, stick at home, and do nothing. You have to be a man and deal with the problems. I don't go into games thinking I'm gonna lose. I go into games thinking I'm gonna try my best, and if I lose or win, I'm still gonna come out on top. So shut up. Play the game right, and just think before you do things. Because if you think, you actually would have beat me in game 2. There. I won that game. And then I go into round 2, and I get 2-0'd by CJ's younger brother, Caden, who's just a really great player. He's, like they say, a pro in the making. He does a great job playing the game, of course. He played Thunder Knights, and he also gave me with Gargantua, which was pretty lousy and pretty funny, actually. And then I go into round 3 going against a local player there, Divine, playing Dragon World. And pretty much Meteor Rain seals me the game by destroying all his monsters. And then I shall sauna afterwards. All the pluses. Either way, I went for a game afterwards. And I 2-0'd him, I'm pretty sure. No, it was game 3. We went into game 3. I remember that. But he had no chance in game 3. And then we go into the glorious top 4, and then we all split because we're pretty nice guys. So we're not gonna try and like say, oh, I really want to just troll all of you and fucking take all the credit to myself. But either way, see you guys later. Hope you like the video. Subscribe to Team Burning Infinity. Check us out on Facebook, and see you guys later. Generally going out.